Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. Hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you're notified every time I make a new video. This is a stuffing Sunday. What we do on stuffing Sundays is that we stuff our envelopes. So stuff yours with me. Go ahead, grab your wallets. I'll wait. Come on, get your wallets. Let's go. Let's get into this video. So we're going to start with the joint account, which is how we start every Stuffing Sunday video. So let's see. We are going to start with our grocery money. So I am putting $250 into our grocery category. This week I don't have any money left over, so $250 is going straight in there. This pay period, we decided that we were going to have a housewarming party, and what we did not do was plan for it. So what we did, instead of going into debt for this party, is that we shuffled some money around. So with our grocery budget, we took 1 week's worth of grocery money and we put that toward the housewarming party for the food. I used my couponing and I got the drinks and some other stuff for the party at a discounted price. And then what I did was I took some of the money that was in my personal fund that I was saving either for a purse or to put down on my school loan. I just went ahead and used that for the party so that we didn't have to incur any debt for throwing this party. And that worked out fine. So I had some money left over from that, but I'm restarting to build my personal fund now. And I have decided to go ahead and put that money toward my student loan so that I can get that done and out of the way a little sooner. The next category is going to be for our big girl for her aftercare, because we're not paying for that. You already know that's going into our school sinking fund. And then we have $150, that's for the babies, but I'm not paying for them, so that's also going into the school sinking fund. Now we have $75 for date night. We have not used our date night money, so we're just adding on right now to what's in that envelope. Next is our restaurant money. So this is the money that we set aside to be able to eat out for the pay period. There is money in this category because it was 4th of July during this period. We also had a housewarming party during this period, so we didn't do a whole lot of eating out. It's $63 in this category. So typically I'll either put the leftover money in the Christmas sinking fund or the school sinking fund. This time I'm gonna put this into our Christmas sinking fund. So here is the $100 that's going into the restaurant category. And now we give our children allowances for the pay period so that they can get whatever it is that they want. We take care of their needs, but if they want stuff while they're at camp, then they use their their allowance money for that. So $10 for my son, $20 for big girl, and $10 for baby girl. Now we have $60 for baby girl's gymnastics, and that's going into our sinking fund. So I'm going to set it aside and put it in the sinking fund once I get there. And that is it for the joint account. So now we're going to move on to my personal account. And so here is how I divide the money in denomination. So that's what I'm looking at right now. So I know that $75, or I'm sorry, $175 is going to go into my gas fund. Now I do have money left over from gas, so that's $75, and so this $75 is going to go into my car sinking fund, and so I put that there when I get to that category. But right now this money is going into my envelope. This is for my phone bill. My tithe money. This is my miscellaneous play money, which usually I spend on myself, but these last couple pay periods, while the children are in summer camp, they're having to pay for field trips. And so instead of taking that out of the school fund, which is used for their school clothes and backpacks and school supplies, I've just been taking the money out of my personal fund to pay for their field trips. I know, right? It's moms. So I do have a little bit of money left over. So there's $50 in my fund. So I'm going to put that to my personal sinking fund. This $100 is going to go into the miscellaneous fund. And so it'll take care of field trips, I guess, if they come up this week. $50, this gets added to the restaurant fund because I don't think it's fair that if I eat out at work that I have to take money from the whole family for just for me. So I add money just for me to eat out at lunch if I choose to. All right, and so now we get into my sinking funds. If you are interested in what a sinking fund is, I'll link that card up here so you'll know what a Dave Ramsey sinking fund is. All right, so we modify the Dave Ramsey plan, and I'll also link a card here for how I modify it. But one of the ways I modify is with vacations. Dave says if you are getting out of debt, you shouldn't be going on a vacation. And I don't necessarily agree with that. My children need memories, and they need to know that we can go places irrespective of where we stand financially in trying to get out of debt. So we do it responsibly, and we save for it. So I'm adding $100 into our vacation fund. We are planning for 3 small trips next summer, so we start planning for it now. I'm adding $100 into my friend's wedding fund because she is planning a destination wedding, and we want to make sure we have the money set aside for that. And then the rest of my sinking funds are pretty easy. I give myself $53 for my personal. This was the extra personal money that was left over, so it's going to go into my personal fund as well. And then every other category in here gets $23 during this pay period, or $22 during this pay period. So let's see, Avery's gymnastics here. So we're going to put her sinking fund money here. We're going to add $22 for birthday. And while it may not sound like a whole lot at $22 a pay period, that ends up being $44 a month, and it's better than nothing. So we're going to add $22 to the Christmas fund, but I'm also going to add the extra money that was left over to the Christmas fund. Now I'm adding $22 to my car fund. But my extra money that was left over goes into my car fund now. So this car fund is for anything that deals with my car at all, whether I need an oil change, which I just bought a Groupon for. So actually I need to take out $40 and put it aside so that I can pay my car down because I bought the Groupon online. So here's $20, $40 that's being taken out for the oil change. And then I'll put that on my card. So I use it for oil changes, whatever maintenance comes up. I have to renew my license plate. I think that's this year, so that's going to be in here. New tires I purchased out of the sinking fund. Whatever it is for my car is here. And in the event that I have some money left over later down the line to go ahead and pay on my car, I'll do that. Or I'll just save it for when eventually I know I'll need a new car. Plus, my daughter is getting older, and she may need a car sooner than later, so I may use it for her, but I digress. So $22 is now going to go into the home repair fund. $22 is going into the doctor fund. and $22 is going to go into the school fund. And this is the extra money for daycare and the kids' aftercare, so this is also going into the school fund. So I did this video early before we go to church because today I'm taking the kids to go school shopping. Typically I would like to go to the store when it is a tax-free holiday, but I don't have time for that. It's 3 kids. I'm not dealing with the rush just to save that 7%. And I'm okay with that because I have this sinking fund that allows me to do it. So we're going to take out what's in the school fund. We're going to go school shopping today. We're going to get some uniforms. We're going to pick up their school supplies. Maybe hit the outlet to grab some shoes, but we'll see. So far in the sinking fund for the school, let's see how much we have. All right. So there's $750 in this school fund. That should allow us to split it between the 3 children to grab shoes for them, uniforms for them, school supplies for them. I also have a gift certificate to Target that I was given for Christmas that I'm going to go ahead and use for their school supplies. And so that'll leave some extra money left over. And then we got to grab backpacks and lunch boxes, you know, and get them ready. But this will put a large dent in the school fund. And maybe I'll take you along while we go school shopping and see. Do a little something different on this video. All right. And until next time, journey on.